Well, hi. Welcome back to Stuff We Can Do in Excel. I'm Richard, and today we're going to take a look at finding and fixing those pesky circular references that show up in your Excel spreadsheets from time to time. They're irritating, they're frustrating, they can create anxiety because you know you've got a problem in the spreadsheet, but finding it and fixing it can be a little bit of a problem. So we're going to go look at a file, and I'm going to open this file up. It's called cellular or circular references. And I put circular references as the name because I didn't know anything else to call it. So what we're going to have in this file is we've got an income statement. You see down here at the bottom, we got an income statement, owner's capital, and a balance sheet. And it brought up this error message. Let me use my magnifier so we can see this and read it. There are one or more circular references where a formula refers to its own cell, either directly or indirectly. This might cause them, the formulas, to calculate incorrectly. Try removing or changing these references or moving the formulas to different cells. So it tells us the warning, gives us sort of an idea of what we might do, and it says go fix it. So we're going to click OK. And now the first thing it does, it opens up down here an interesting arrow for us. I'm not sure what that is, but that green box, I'm going to go and tell you, indicates that there's a circular reference in that cell. But I want to know if that's the only one. So the first thing I'm going to do, the systematic approach to this is going to be to go up here, click on formulas. Then we're going to go over to the right and click on where it says error checking. And when we do this, when I click on that drop box, it's going to give me some options. And we're going to go to circular references. Notice that circular references is highlighted and it's bold. That means that I can click on it. That means that there are circular references. If there were no circular references in this spreadsheet, that would be grayed out and we would not be able to check on it. It tells us there's one in C20. So let's go look at that one in C20. In fact, we can go down here and look at this, and as I said, it's already highlighted. So we look at that cell, and we go look at the formula, and the formula is up above. The formula says B23 times C21. So B23 is our income tax rate, and B21, or C21, excuse me, is our net income. So what I'm doing, I'm using net income to compute taxes, which are then used to compute net income. So that formula is not going to work, right? So what I've got to do is I've got to fix that formula. And really, what I want to do is multiply the income before taxes times the tax rate to get the taxes, and then subtract the two to get net income. And in fact, that formula right there is correct. It's taxes before net income minus taxes. That's what I need. This formula here then needs to refer not to net income, but to income before taxes. And that's in cell C19. So I'm simply going to change that reference to C19. And then I'm going to go down here and I want to highlight this and show it to you. I want to show you what happens when I hit the enter button. When I hit the enter button, it fixes it and those blue arrows go away. Notice that circular reference is now fixed. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go back up to formulas. I'm going to go back over to error checking, and I'm going to click on that again. Now, it's still dark, which means there's another cellular reference. And in fact, when I highlight that, it's on the balance sheet tab. Now, when I click on this, it's actually going to take me directly to where that error is, and it's going to highlight that box where that error is. And so there you go, and there's the highlighted box. It's on the total asset line. And I'm going to actually turn off my magnifier now. So this doesn't make sense. This number does not make sense to me at all. I'm adding up 12,000, 23,000, 28,000 to get 460 million. That makes no sense whatsoever. There's got to be an error there. And so when I go look at this, now I can do my trace precedence, and it's going to say there's something wrong. This whole formula is highlighting this entire range. If formula includes that entire range, and I don't want to include total assets in the formula. And in fact, when I go up and look at the formula up at the top, we can see that in fact it includes cell 6, which is cash, all the way down to cell 17, which is total assets. I actually only want to go to cell 16, so I can fix that very easily. I'm going to click in that formula. I'm going to change that to cell 16. And when I go down here and click on this, I want you to see what, actually I'm going to turn the magnifier off. Watch what happens to that blue box. It goes away. And now total assets is equal to total liabilities and equities, which is exactly what I want for my balance sheet. So the way you do this, now let's go back one more time. We're going to go back up to formulas. We're going to go back up here and we're going to check one more time on error checking. Drop down for our circular, and look at that, it's grayed out. That tells me there are no more circular references in this spreadsheet. So I've cleaned up all the circular references and I'm ready to go. So hopefully this was helpful on how to find and then fix those troublesome circular references. If you liked the video, click the like button below, and please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll see you soon on Stuff We Can Do in Excel.